here at the Eccles Theater in downtown Salt Lake City for The Sound of Music. You know, this is the classic story we've all known and loved growing up, at least me.
I've never seen the show before.
It's a story.
I've never even seen the movie. Gasp.
I know, right? I mean, maybe I'll have to show them this Christmas, you know, on NBC when they play it every year.
That's not happening.
This is the story of the Von Trapp family escaping Nazi Germany. It's got all the beautiful music that you know from Julie Andrews, The Hills Are Alive, My Favorite Things. So let's check it out.
What a night at the Sound of Music.
That was crazy.
Definitely have a lot to talk through, but right now headed to the stage door.
Okay, I totally had to wait to do this.
Oh!
Yes! Thank you so much.
Can you tell us what your name is?
Sophia.
Sophia. And what's your character's name?
Gretel.
Gretel. You did so good. Give me 5. Have a good one.
So we just finished up the show, and there's this little girl. Her name is Sophia in real life, but she played Gretel.
She's adorable.
And she was so adorable. So we waited at the stage door to chat with her, and she was trying to sign our playbills for us and just kind of holding all 3 at once, and she was determined, and she just finished all 3, but she was adorable. We loved every second of this little girl. She was great. So Sophia, you're amazing. And let's just kind of get things first out of the way. You want to tell them?
So we're sitting there waiting for the show to start, and I think it's the lead producer.
The lead producer from Eccles.
From Eccles, yes. We're expecting him to kind of come out and just give a few announcements and unveil the new season to all the people there in the audience. And then he starts telling a story about some people who made a video announcing the new season and how they did it so quickly that night and how they happened to be here in the audience that night. And it was us.
He literally like skipped going over the announcement with the entire theater full of people and just said, go watch these guys' video.
Yeah, he didn't name one show from the season. He just said to go watch our video. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden they made us stand up. They put the spotlight on us. They handed us flowers. I was like, wait, is this happening? What's happening right now? It was crazy.
It was crazy. It was a lot of fun, and it was neat. Like, he started to talk about it, and I was like, wait, that sounds like what? That's what we did. Did that just happen? So it was really neat. So thank you again, Broadway Eccles. We love coming to shows.
So let's talk about Sound of Music. Granted, we both were kind of in a fog for the first 3 songs, but let's talk about what we liked for the parts that we actually could pay attention to.
Yeah, let's definitely. So let's jump into our 3 good things and then 1 opportunity.
Yeah. So for me, the first good thing was I really enjoyed Maria. She kind of had this Anne Hathaway-like quality to me.
Yeah.
She kind of looked like her. She kind of sounded like her, and she had this very youthful charm about her. Nobody's Julie Andrews, let's be honest. Nobody will ever be Julie Andrews. You're amazing. But you know, she had that same youthful energy and charm, and I thought her voice was beautiful.
So that brings me to my first good. I really liked the captain character, the male lead in the show. I believed him. I really went along with him. I believed who he was. I believed his character. I believed his allegiances and the things that he stood for and that kind of thing. And I really enjoyed his part. He was well.
So I have another actor as my next good, which normally I kind of mix things up, but I loved Kurt. He was the cutest little boy, and he had so much personality. We talked to him after the show. He actually is our newest subscriber to our channel, and he was just, you know, his character is one of those people that just has a big heart and just radiates towards Maria, and I kind of felt that same love that Maria had for Kurt. Maybe it was just because he was really cute.
Absolutely. That brings me to my second. I'm going back to the Gretel character. She was just wonderful. I mean, if all 3 of my goods could be the Gretel character, then they would be. She was so much fun. And at the stage door, she was just wonderful. We got the chance to speak with her. She had so much personality. She took our playbills in her hand at the same time and held one and wrote on the other, and she was just determined to make sure that she got her name written on these playbills, and you could just tell that she had this old soul and this wonderful personality inside this tiny little body, and she just She was wonderful.
All those kids had so much personality. It was so fun to talk to them about their experience on tour, and I don't know how they do it. So my third was the Reverend Mother Abess. Her voice, it was beautiful. She sings, one of those signature numbers that we all know, like, well, other than Bobby, because he doesn't know it. Climb Every Mountain. The Reverend Mother's voice was beautiful.
That brings me to my third good. For me, this is kind of an institution. Everyone seems to have seen it or interacted with it, and for me, it came down to charm. The production maybe had some opportunities in places. The production may have been not the movie. It may have been, a lot of things. But to me, the kids stole the show. The actors that supported the kids were really strong in their own. You believed who they were. I think there's a lot of people who have expectations of this show, and because I had none, I walked away with that, really good feeling of this, charm of the show and what people thought of it. And I don't know. I mean, count me in. I mean, it's definitely a show that I like.
As far as opportunity goes, to me, a big hole was the choreography in general. I mean, let's be honest, this is not one of those shows that has big show-stopping numbers, but to me, it really lacked some of those just basic things. Like, for example, you watch the movie and the kids do cute little dances and things on So Long Farewell, and I felt like they could have just done a little bit more, and the movements they did do seemed really elementary. So that was really the biggest hole for me. I wish that they would have just been a little bit better on the choreography.
Sure, and I think if I had to choose one opportunity for this one, there was some storytelling elements for me. For example, right after the love interest of the captain leaves and they decide that they have too many differences and she leaves, it's shortly after that he's reunited with Maria, and that all progressed really quickly. It was really strange. Like, the one lady walked out and then they essentially just broke off their engagement. The kids are outside, they broke off their engagement, and then 10 seconds later they know they love each other and they're confessing their love and they're singing, and then towards the end of their song he's professing marriage and asking if there's somebody he can ask for permission to marry her. So yeah, I mean, some of the best stories they build over time, and there's this, like, the audience gets to see it happen and you feel it, and there's this gut and this connection. I think they could have built that a little bit more, especially for that really quick progression.
Okay, so overall, we had another great date night out at the Eccles Theater. We're excited for what they have in store for us with the new season announcement. They continue to just bring great theater here to Utah.
Definitely, if you haven't checked out our new season announcement video, jump on and watch that. Some wonderful shows coming to Salt Lake City. What's up next for us is we've actually got a chance to hang out with Grammy, Tony, Oscar,
Golden
Globe winning nominated songwriting duo Pasek and Paul earlier this week, and we've got a video in the works for that. We're gonna have that posted here in a couple of days, and we had a chance to talk with them and really kind of pick their brains on their process and attend a master class and a performance with them. And so we have that coming for you in the next couple of days, and you'll be able to see some of that behind the scenes with Pasek and Paul. Stay tuned for that. That's coming soon. And then again, just another quick shout out to the Eccles. Thank you so much for that. We love doing this, and I mean, it was just great to have a shout out, so thank you guys. I'm telling you guys though, the little girl who played Gretel, she's wonderful. All done.